What are you doing there?
We go into Monkey Land and other places.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And what is your favorite thing to do in Oudtshoorn?
Horse riding.
Okay, amazing. Very nice. Now, Jamie, Dylan, and Sienna, have you been horse riding before? We can't hear you. Put on your microphone.
Yeah! No!
It looks like you're horse riding now. It looks like one of you are the horse and one of you are riding the horse. Wow, that's amazing. And
I could we just get man.
Okay, good. Now, Jamie, where's Jamie and Jesse?
Hey guys.
Where are you guys?
This Uncle Josh and Layla.
What's on your pajamas there?
Box. Space.
It's space. That's amazing. Can you show us how one of those knobs work? No, that's the wrong knob, man. Oh, look, we have the hurries here. It's amazing. How are you guys?
Wait, everyone. Say hello.
Yes. What you guys eating?
Eating orange ice blocks.
Oh, very
Fresh
nice.
orange juice.
Beautiful. Well, this is we're calling here from Cape Town, and where can we have the Cohens? We want to see the Cohens. That's so we can.
I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Nice, but we want to see the Cohens.
No, you can't see the cones.
Why?
It's just way too comfortable at the moment.
The Cohens need to put on some pajamas. You know what I'm saying?
No, well, that's the problem. They're on.
Right here. Okay, guys, let's.
The long johns are on.
Learning. Okay, are you guys ready to do some learning? Put up your hand in the air if you're ready to do some learning.
Put your hands up.
Very good. I like that. We see Andy Cohen raising his hand. Beautiful. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to put something onto the screen, and then I want someone to read it for me. Okay, so I'm gonna ask for a volunteer to read it for me. Okay, who's gonna be our volunteer? Okay, put down your hands. Put down your hands. Put up your hands. Okay, Jake, you were the first one there. Okay, very good. Now, are you ready, Jake? I want you to read this for me here. 1 second. Okay, can everyone see this special page?
Wow.
Okay, are you ready? Now, Jake, I want you to read this Mishnah for us right here, and I want everyone to listen in. Jake, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, read this Mishnah for us. What does this first word say here?
Avtalion.
Good boy. Carry on reading. You're reading so nicely.
Avtalion Omer. Chachamim hazaharu vidverechem shema tachavut chovat galut v'tiglu limkom mayim haraim.
Good boy. 1 second before you continue, which you're doing so well. I'm going to ask someone who can tell me what does the word mayim or the words mayim rabim, haraim mean? Mayim haraim. Who can tell me? What? Good. Yeah. What is it, Dina? What's mayim mean? Who knows what mayim means? Anyone know what mayim means?
Water.
Water. Very good. Very good. Andy Cohen, and thank you very much, Mikey. Mayim means water. And what's ra'im?
Daddy said water.
Daddy said water.
Ra'im.
Very good. And what's ra'im? Who knows what the word ra means? Daniel, do you know what ra'im means? The word
No.
ra means bad. Yeah. Mayim ra'im means bad waters. Okay. Carry on, Jake. You're reading so well.
וישתו התלמידים הבאים אחריכם וימותו ונמצא שם שמיים מתחלל.
Excellent. Wow. I want everyone to give a clap to Jakey. Amazing. You read so well. Well done, Boyki. Okay, now we're going to ask someone to read for us the English. It's very hard for us to see it a little bit. So let's see if you can see it. Dina, do you want to read the English for us? Okay, are you ready? Go for it.
Atayon says, Chachamim watch your words, for they can make you liable to be exiled. You may then be sent to a place of bitter, unhealthy waters, ideas that can damage the mind. The students who follow you to this place will drink from these bitter waters, interpreting the Torah, and they will die spiritually, causing Hashem's name to be
Desecrated. Very good. Okay, so now this is a complicated Mishnah, okay, guys? But we're going to learn something very, very, very special from this Mishnah. Okay, so in summary, what does the Mishnah tell us? Anytime you say something, especially if you're teaching someone, you have to be very careful with how you say it. Because if you say something and you didn't mean what you said, or you weren't careful with how you said it, everyone might make a mistake. And they might learn something wrong from it and feel, oh my gosh, I heard the wrong thing from that and I don't want to learn anymore. So now, what I want everyone to do with their parents, okay? So I want all the kids to call your parents next to you, okay? All the kids call your parents, bring them in, pull hard, very good, harder, and make the parents sit down next to you. Very good. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to read to yourself with your Abba or your Ima. I want you to read the following, and we're going to see what is the deeper meaning behind what we just read, okay? Now, I want you to read this one here. Okay? Read total avoidance with your parents, okay? Total avoidance. I want you to read it to yourself. I'm going to attempt to put everyone on mute while you read it for 2 minutes, okay? Everyone read for 2 minutes. And I'm going to ask someone to answer what we see here, okay? Are you guys ready? Okay, guys, I want you to discuss this with your kids. What does it mean here? What is it? What did we just learn? And I'm going to test one of you, okay? What does it mean? What did we just learn? Take 20 seconds to discuss this, and then I want to see who knows the answer. Okay, what did we just learn here? All right, who can tell us what did we just learn here? What does it mean that you have to be very careful about your words? First question I want to ask, and this is a very hard question. So I want to see who can get this answer right, okay? You can unmute yourselves anytime you want. So you have to get your hand on the buzzer. All right. So the first person to scream out their name, okay, and unmute themselves gets to answer the question. Are you ready? Okay. Okay. Are you ready? What does the words Chilul Hashem mean?
Michael.
Desecration to God.
Wow. Well done. Amazing. And who can that's excellent. Who can give us an example of what does it mean to desecrate Hashem? What does that mean? What can someone do to make Hashem's name desecrated? What?
Pray to idols.
Wow, that's a very good one. But I'm not that it's a very good one. I don't think you should do it, but that's a very good example. Excellent. Who else can give us one? Who else can give us an example? What does it mean to desecrate Hashem's name? Ruvain, do you know anyone? So what it means, yes? To say Hashem's name in vain, Dina said. Anyone have another example? So what it could be to desecrate Hashem's name is when a person who's Jewish does something that makes other people think that Jewish people are bad people. So it could be that they're walking in the street and they're not acting nicely and they're not acting kindly or they're not polite or they can get very angry at other people in public. All of those things can be a desecration of Hashem's name. And we learn from this that a person has to be very, very careful, even if they didn't intend to do something that makes another person think that Hashem's bad and Jewish people are bad. They have to be very, very careful. Now, what I want everyone to do is I'm going to share with you a story, okay? And then I want all of you to read the story with your Abba and Ima. And then I want one of you to tell everyone what the story is about, okay? Are you guys ready? This is going to be the story. Now I want everyone to read the story. Are you ready? Okay, give me a second. Okay, this is an amazing story. Okay, everyone read this story here. It's called Huge Misunderstanding. And I'm going to put everyone onto mute, so I want you to read it out loud together with everyone.
You need to scroll up, Rabbi. We can't see the top of the story.
Okay, is everyone ready? Everyone ready? Okay. So now we just read a very, very powerful story. And the story started off with two kings. And one king sent a letter to another king. And what did he say? He said, send me a white horse with a black tail. And if not, ... What do you think that would mean? If someone said, and if not, what do you think that would mean? Yeah, Jake?
I will kill you.
Yeah, if you're not, I'll kill you, or I'll hurt you, I'll get angry at you. Very good. Not that it's good to do those things as well. And then the second king sent back a similar response. I don't have such a horse. And if I did, ... What do you think that means? It means, well, if I did, I'm not going to send it to you. I'm not going to give it to you, even if I did. But in fact, what both of those kings meant was very, very different. When they met after many years of fighting, one king turned to the other and said, what did you mean, send me a white horse with a black tail, and if not? Who learned in the story, what did that if not mean? Yes, Jake?
Any other horse will do.
Good boy, any other horse will do. And then the other king said, I don't have such a horse, and if I did, yeah, Bernstein, yes? Jamie, Dylan, and Sienna, you don't have the answer? Jamie and Jesse. You need to switch the knob on to go into outer space there. And the other king meant that if I did, of course I would. So what we learn from this, my dear friends, is that sometimes when we communicate, we have to be very careful how we communicate. So if we're talking to one of our friends, or if we're talking to our brothers or sisters, sometimes we can say words, but that other person will interpret them in a bad way. And they'll think, oh my gosh, I didn't understand what you said. So we learn from this two things. Number one is we have to be careful how we talk to other people. And number two, if we don't understand what they said, sometimes you have to ask them, did you mean this? Did you mean that? Now, the last thing that I want to learn with you, okay, is we learn that there is something very, very important from this Mishnah. This Mishnah tells us that if the students who were learning from these rabbis didn't understand the words that they were learning, not only will it cause the name of Hashem to be desecrated, it says that they will die spiritually. Can you imagine that? That tells us something very important. It tells us, I want you to pick up your hand, who has had dinner? Who has eaten supper tonight? Who's eaten supper? Very good. Horis, what did you have for supper? You have to unmute yourself, unless if you want to do it in...
Georgia, what did you have for supper?
What did you eat for supper?
Did you have chicken?
Did you have chicken?
Wow, chicken, very good. And Jamie and Jesse, what did you guys have for supper?
What do you have? He's mute. He's on self-imposed mute.
If parents aren't feeding you, we can help. Okay, just be in
Soup
touch.
and spaghetti bolognese.
Spaghetti bolognese.
All bread and apple cores.
Yeah, very good. Jamie, Dylan, and Sienna, what did you guys have? What? What was that? Boerewors.
Yeah, Pappenvors, huh?
Pappenvors, very good. So we learn that not only when we eat food does our bodies get healthy, but we learn that our souls also need to eat food and they need to drink water. Now, what food and what water do our souls drink and eat? Can anyone tell me? It's a very hard question. Yes? Ready? Who can tell me what does our souls eat and drink? Jacob! We should call you Rabbi Jake.
Torah.
Good boy. Anytime our souls don't have Torah, and not only Torah, but good Torah. Sometimes we can have bitter Torah. We learn from this that we have to have really good Torah to make our souls strong. And we learn that just like we eat dinner, same too, we need to have dinner for our souls. And what we've done just now by learning this Mishnah is if we've fed our souls. So I want everyone to give a round of applause for everyone. But before you do, I want you to take your mute off. Take your mutes off, everyone. Unmute yourself.
I'm muting you.
Everyone unmute yourself. And I want you to clap and make a loud noise. Yeah! Well done, guys. You learned something tonight on Zoom in your PJs. I don't know who's wearing their PJs. Anyone wearing their PJs? Yes, you can see the breast PJs. Very nice. And the Jamie and Jesse wearing their PJs. Very good. And Layla and Georgia is also wearing their PJs. Very nice. Those are very fancy PJs, though. No? Okay, beautiful, guys. Well done. We're so proud of all of you. Nice to see you all. We hope you have a beautiful Shabbos, and we hope to see you next week, please, God. Well done, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Shabbat shalom.